Here. Thank you guys for coming back and thank you for all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys. And where should I begin? You probably feeling it, the energies like you want to move forward. You want to get someplace else. There is going to be some two kind of like an energies. The one it's actually is going to be taking you a little bit longer to understand. But let's picture it that you're going to some place. Okay, you're going from place A to place B. You're taking the train. You go into the train station, and the train's guy says, like, you know what, we cancel the train for the next 6 months. And you're like, what should I do about this 6 months, right? It's gonna be testing your patience. It's gonna be testing everything, and that is a from the energy of the moon meets Saturn and Neptune. It's kind of like you should go back. You're not ready for this trip. You're not ready for this thing. You're not getting it in there. But the moon, it is right now within, is going to be traveling into areas. It's very beautiful trine with the sun. That is a very powerful authority. We're going to be talking about. She's going to be meeting there. But in the beginning of the day, the most of the day in the beginning, we are going to see that the moon is going to be squaring Jupiter and Venus. And this is kind of like a price of this lack of impatience. This kind of like, oh, if that doesn't happen, then let's cancel everything. If that doesn't go on, let's cut this out, and so on and so on. Because the moon main aspect is going to be particularly that through the day. So my advice to you is take a look at it. What is it going on? Hi, Food Tasty. Glad to see you here. And my suggestion to you is take a look at your level of patience, because all that energy is going to be what? Testing you out of patience. Okay? We all know how this lack of patience in areas does, right? We do things out of emotions, out of a need, out of desperations in there, but at the same time, it's like, okay, it's going to be only my way. If you don't get in it my way, then doesn't have to be, and so on. So this kind of like energy, particularly, is going to be affecting the day. While later on in the day, that energy is going to be lower, lower, and lower, and lower, and we're going to see how the moon is going to be beginning to what? Trining the sun. It's like, you know what? I have to look at it more to the authority. I don't have to look at it more just personally, what I feel, how I feel, and based out of my emotions. So this is how the day is gonna get started. At 8 o'clock, that energy is gonna come out as the inner work is gonna be passing through Uranus. Um, you see, right there within Gemini, it is about to create this new kind of like a social circle, this new development. If you pay an attention, in your life, life is asking you to go someplace else, to break patterns, to do something out of the ordinary, right? Something connecting from the things out there. That energy is very beautiful with Mars and with Pluto, with the transformations that we are going on. But are we going in the proper transformations? And that's what Pluto and Saturn, they are, and what? In synchronicity. They are in sextile, right? Because they are going back. They are both retrograde together with Neptune. It's like, you know what? You are now ready to take this train, then you have to go back and go back in there and wait when the new train is gonna come in. For a lot of the people, this is gonna feel like a missed opportunity. It's not a missed opportunity. It's basically a redirections. Okay, so don't take it like that in there. But the moon is gonna be the moon. Okay, She wants to have the things here now and not a minute after. The ascendant is going to be with the south node. A lot of the past is going to be comes out in trigger. This is going to be the trigger between 8, 9. And we're going to see it at 10 o'clock when the Mars is coming out of the ascendant. He's like, I don't want these restrictions. I don't want this going back. I don't want all that. I want to move forward, right? But are you ready for going forward? Are you been changed to what it is? Have you been creating the energies around you so you can be in the social circle? Have you been changing first you? And if you have not, the planet just says like you're not ready for where you need to go for your destination. Some of the things right before the report it comes out like you catching a train, but you miss instead of taking the train for destination B, you take the train to destination C, and now in there with that destinations, right? To sometimes you take in the train not where you want to go, but where you need to be. For some of you, some of those situations they can be a little bit confusing, but that is it about to understand from it yourself about you. Okay, let the universe kind of like guiding you is going to help you. Okay, 11 o'clock, that energy is going to be more focused within Venus and Jupiter, and that squaring that it's going to be coming with the moon. Basically, Mars in the previous hours can start it up, can steer the pot in there, and the moon it's like, oh, well, this is my feelings. This is the only energy I feel right now. This is the only things like goes on. And here, that you putting that train like oh we should have taken this train not that and so on and so on, you're going to start thinking about a little bit different about love and money. These energies of growth that right now is actually very beautiful, particularly if you have anything in cancer within those degrees. That energy is going to be really helping you out to understand the personal journey from within. All right. In the next hour, we're gonna have some. The ascendant is gonna be of very powerful moments. That is at the end of Libra, right? We're gonna be waiting for Mars. About it's gonna take about give it a take a month and 3 weeks to get there. And we're going to start feeling at that energy of Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune. That it's going to be, again, this divine yacht, right? Which is who's going to be the solution as a Chiron. This is going to be healing through what? Through relationships, through family, to being together, to understanding the proper way of what? Of being in the relationship, in marriage, on contracts, business contracts, in the proper way of the way it needs to be built. You fulfilled your what? Promise it and the contracts that you make in a business. You believe in your words and so on. And that's what this is all about. So we're going to see a lot of great things that is going to come with that period. But currently that energy is like not there yet because Mercury is opposing Pluto, and that energy of the ascendant it's squaring Pluto, right? And it's opposing Chiron. It still have this what unhealed wounds. Okay, so after all this energy that it's going to be coming in the next hour at 1 o'clock, the authority is going to be looking into the intuition. Is like, all right, wait a minute, what I'm thinking. Let me get the things straight. Let me get the things good, right? I feel you. You understand. I have things that I need to accomplish in here. That is gotta be about me. I need to mature. I need to grow. I have to open for creation, right? I don't need to know when I'm creating things. I to have this kind of like a fiery moon. Can you take a look inside? And you're gonna see how authority and intuitions when a day comes in with that beautiful trines that it's gonna come in, it's gonna be showing up. But before showing up, we are gonna have what? Mercury. Mercury is direct. Finally, you have this direct link. You're open for communications. You're like, you know what? I feel this. I feel bad. In the last 4 weeks, there was something going on. I don't know what it is. It was Mercury retrograde to focus the energies within you. And now, with that energies that it comes in right now, everything kind of like all of a sudden it start moving forward. All of a sudden, they call and it's like, you know what, the train is ready, or the place that you need to be for you to learn certain things is gonna go, right? But it's gonna happen how? Naturally, because guess what? Pluto and Saturn says the door is open, okay? And this door, when it's open, nobody can shut up, nobody can close that. Okay, and this is how you're gonna know that you're really in the right place at the right time, the right situations from within your journey. How do you know? 2 o'clock. Well, 2 o'clock we are gonna have Lilith. That it's gonna be rising on the ascendant. That is the mean one. Well, the true Lilith is pretty much, she is in the first degree of Scorpio. We see this beautiful trine that it's made with the North Node, right? Very powerful moments because right now through the shadow and to putting the love that it gonna comes in more and more, that energy is amazing. You catch that energy, you're gonna feel like you can build anything and everything from within you. But where's your intuitions, right? So here what's going on into the chart as I'm talking to you guys. Here is the ascendant together with the mean Lilith. Here is the true Lilith, right? We have this beautiful trine that it comes in right here. Very beautiful, okay? This is about emotions. Trust your feelings, what you feel from within. You may gonna have some like the feelings of doubt because of the future, right? Pisces, duality. You may feel like certain family patterns repeating, but you are growing through those patterns and you out getting it. And at the same time, you're looking at within the shadow and you healed a lot of things. Okay? But the moon is going to be like, oh, I want to put my agenda in there. And this is a one of the moments that are you putting yourself first and you're not worried about anybody in the family, or you finding the way? And the way it's going to be through the divine energies, looking into the shadow, right? Looking into the shadow, because we are having 150 degrees from the moon towards Lilith. And from that energies of Lilith, from that looking it into the shadow, that energy is going to be coming to Venus and Jupiter. Very powerful moment. You are rediscovering things within you that you never learned from before. You always knew kind of like you had it, but now you really look at it in there. You look at it how beautiful you are, how great you are within your emotions, within your things, within your inner shadow. All right, 4 o'clock. Midheaven is going to be with Mars. Going to ask for all this energies. We're going to see that situations with Mars is going to be creating some issue for some, because the midheaven it's very close towards Mars. I mean, Mars doesn't square Jupiter and Venus anymore, but midheaven it's about 3 degrees, which is that's going to be kind of like a, well, can you repeat that conflict from the past? Can you make it that conflict? Can you be able to, and so on and so on, and with the influence of the intuitions that she feels that's the right way. Here is how you going and heading towards what? Failure, right? Because you didn't have what? Patience to understand who you are, to understand where the things are going, and to take a time for the things to what? unfold, right? Okay, 5 o'clock it's coming. The midheaven it's at Libra. That is going to be opposing Chiron. Certain things of the wounds. It's like, oh my God, did I'm hurt again. I did this. Oh, I hurt other people. What the heck I'm doing all this? All that energy is going to comes out on the surface. But it's important what you're telling to yourself. So the ascendant that it's going to be at Sag, that is going to be about this philosophy, these situations. You maybe going to look out in the nature. You maybe go out to a museum, watching some pictures. I mean paintings. You maybe go out, even out for a walk. You're going to be looking through the people, and then you're going to be realizing things that you need to be what talking to yourself, training within yourself, right? Because the intuition is going to be like, wait a minute, why did the other people like this and I'm not like that, right? And that is the power of the Leo. It is about, because here in the fifth year of our life, in there, that is a when we realizing our mistakes and what can we recreate better. This is the house of the inner wisdom that you built within you. It's lying within who? Within your own authority. And that is the power of the sun in Leo, right? You can change. And everything is within you because you have to approve it. All right, welcome to all of you. I see a Banerjees, and I see a Queen and Jigglefish. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming here. And we're going to continue with the report in the next hour. This is going to be at 6 o'clock. We're going to see the midheaven that it's going to be very close to the mean Lilith. Hi, Ranel. Good morning. We're going to be seeing at this midheaven that is going to be at Scorpio, looking through that shadow. And of course, it's going to be looking through Mercury. Did I hear this? Did I say the proper situations? Did I did why I didn't, I wasn't clear, and so on and so on. You see, Mercury is just came out of the retrograde. He's going to start picking up a speed to catching up to the authority. He's going to moving forward. And if you pay attention to you, if you did your proper inner work, in there, all of a sudden the things is just opens. Okay? You didn't want to talk, or somebody didn't want to talk to you, all of a sudden they want to talk to you. How did that happen? Right? They realize things. You realize things. So later on at 7 o'clock, the midheaven still is going to be going into Scorpio, but that's going to be more particularly focused within going to the North Node and what we have to feel and heal from within. It's not going to be like in the authority, because the authority, when it's like, come on, it's all the time my problem and so on. You know, when somebody says like you don't know certain things or you don't recognize certain patterns and they telling you something within a dead ball eye, how do you take it? Right? So it's very important about the words, how you're going to use it in this kind of like a cases, is like saying the things, okay, without fear, but not like guilt tripping, shaming, and so on. It's just like, hey, can you look like this pattern maybe is not good from within you? Why do you acting like this? You know, have a little tact within all this. All right, 8 o'clock midheaven, it's still going to be moving. This is going to be at Sag. Very, very interesting self-talk. And guess what? The midheaven and the ascendant, they're going to have a yacht pointing towards Venus and Jupiter. You see, when the people are in hurry up, when the people are angry and mad or closed down and shut down because they want something, they needed something in there, particularly what else you have into what in areas in there. What do you tell it to yourself? Do you have the little patience, right? It's the same thing like the mother has a patience towards the child that's throwing a tantrums. It's like, you know what? You're throwing a tantrums, but the dad's gonna help you. No, it don't. Why just not take a listen and go do something else? Not that you want the candy or, and so on. You all know what I'm talking about, right? But take a look in your life that sometimes you are acting still on this pattern, this subconscious pattern in there. And right now you have a new chances, new things. And using the energy of the moon that it's trining the sun, now you using your intuition is like I can correct myself and I can feel myself better. Okay. All right. All right, let's keep on going. It's 9 o'clock. Midheaven is going to be at the pretty much at the end of Sag. Very powerful energy. This is going to be a grand trine with the moon and Chiron and the sun. Very beautiful energy. And with that kind of like of energy, you're going to be proud of yourself that, you know, I finally grow. I finally mature. I feel good. Man, I love too. I want to kiss myself, right? With the ascendant that's going to be at Pisces, which is going to be close to the North Node. That is a beautiful trine with Venus and Jupiter. You're seeing it, the positive energy that it's coming towards you, right? And now you're feeling that love within your own self. All right, 10 o'clock. Finally, the moon is coming out in the horizon. Now, your intuition is like, okay, I see what is going on. I've been fighting all this and so on. I want that love to be. I want that growth to be, right? We're talking about the codependency, right? So you're facing this codependency in there, and she doesn't have to be performed into the family. Okay, and the family has to have this family love, not like the one person is constantly in need, constantly ask, constantly create tantrums, constantly create situations, because one of the situations is on one person, then it's affecting all the members in the family, right? So you already know what I'm talking about, guys. But that is going to be helping you to heal a subconscious pattern from the past. And when that comes in, you are going to be seeing it, your results. What is going to be the results though? At 11 o'clock, because a lot of the people, they are focused more about the money, okay? More about the growth, and have this and have that, and so on. They want to show off, with the material possessions and so on. Take a look at the material possessions as an abundance to have your needs met and to have a little bit extra to give it away. More than that, if you have in there, you need to understand there is no balance because there is a lot of people who doesn't have things. But that energy of the ascendant that it's going to be at Taurus is going to be a very beautiful energy, very beautiful energy. First of all, with the South Node, then with the inner work that it's going to be at Capricorn. That is a like, finally I get it that when I fix my patterns, I can create something beautiful that will bring me an abundance in the material life. For some of you, this is maybe I'm going to create a garden. For some of you, I'm going to be just going out and plant trees. For some of you, this is going to be I can go get a new job. I can go find the different ways of making income, right? All this is going to be very much triggered within this hour, but you kind of like getting what? Directions. Those directions, they're going to be guided very much later on, okay? For those of you who cannot fall asleep at 11, at midnight, a very powerful energy because midheaven, it is with Pluto. It's about transformations that you're feeling around. Okay, this is like the song "Wind of Change" of Scorpio, right? You go in there, right? You can feel I mean, you cannot see the changes yet, but you feel it is in the air, right? And that is a gonna be because the ascendant is gonna be at Gemini, very close to Uranus, and the midheaven is gonna be at Aquarius, right? And right now the moon is not anymore square Venus and Jupiter. The moon, it is moving very close to Chiron, very powerful trines with the sun. The authority understand the intuition, and the intuition appreciate what the authority does right now. And that is so beautiful. But the beginning of the day, I hope you do not make mistakes. You wait a little bit so the things to get unfold in you. All right. With that being said, that's what it was, the astrogravitational report for today. And tomorrow we are gonna have at 7 o'clock. We are gonna have the moon coming with Chiron. Right? We're gonna have this intuitions that it's like, okay, I want to heal certain things with people. I want to do a certain situations with people. But have I been changed? And then we are going to see that the moon and Chiron are squaring what? Pluto. You know, it's always when you improve something within you, the world is gonna test you. But through that moon with Chiron, you're gonna be put your intuitions within the things that you got hurt from others, but by yourself. You put yourself in a situations, you hurt yourself in a situations, and that is going to be a very great learning things. But that it's more about tomorrow. All right, guys. So thank you so much for coming in today. Appreciate you, and come back tomorrow for another astro gravitational report, guys. Much love to you.